Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a full face of Avon products, but I'm especially going to do this to show you a review on using the new Glimmershadow. I'm going to at least use one of those shades and the Glimmerkiss. So we will pick one of those shades and we will do a look with it. So let's get started. First of all, before I start any makeup application, I always want to make sure I have my skincare down. So let me pull all of this back here and let me just do this little bit right here. And I know it's going to make me look silly, but we are going to clip this up here so that all of that, look at that, all of that is out of the way. All right, so we're going to do some skincare. First of all, I'm going to come in with my Green Goddess to reduce inflammation and any red blotchiness. Also, I'm trying to combat this little spot up here that I'm probably going to have a dermatologist remove. I've already had a dermatologist look at it. They said it's nothing to worry about. He did like zap it to try to get it to go away, but it hasn't gone away yet. So I'm going to have to go back and get that zapped again to get that removed. But what I do is I kind of like squeeze the droppers so that I'm like mixing the oil up in the jar. And then we will get some product into the dropper. And then I just drop a little bit, a tiny, tiny bit. A little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use a whole lot. And you can use this all over your face or you can use it in targeted areas. I tend to get red and blotchy around here and around here. Now I just squeeze that out and it's kind of running down my face a little bit. Now if you wanted to, you could take a sponge and like dab that into your skin. You could take a clean beauty blender and dab that in, but I'm just going to use my hands. Make sure your hands are clean, by the way, before you do this. But I am just going to rub this in to this area and this area up here. I'm just going to kind of smooth it out so that it kind of rubs and gets, you know, a thin layer of it right here. Now it is a dry oil, so it will soak into your skin fast. Thank goodness, because I'm a mom on the go and I ain't got any time to be sitting around waiting 5 minutes for something to sink into my skin. So that usually sinks in really fast. And then I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna follow this up with my Belief Aqua Bomb that we just came out with. You don't have to get this at Sephora anymore. Used to, Sephora was the only one that had this, I believe. Sephora or maybe Ulta, I can't remember, but definitely Sephora. And now you can get this with your local Avon rep or myself if you don't have an Avon representative. The Aqua Bomb is great to lock in that moisturization, to get that extra hydration into your skin, to keep it from drying, flaking, and to help minimize pores and to make sure all of that is good. And I love putting this on. It feels so good. It has like a little bit of a cooling effect to it. It feels great on my skin. So we're just going to smear that around. Whatever I use down here, I can just like smear it around. Put it down on the neck as well. Don't forget your neck. And if you have any excess on your hands after you do the, or on your hand, after you do this, you can rub it on the back of your hands here. Just kind of like get those hands looking nice as well. All right, I'm just giving a few seconds here for all of that to sink in. And I will put this away. And then next we're going to go with a primer. We are going to prime the face today. I am going to prime it with the Tone Up Primer in Luminaire or Luminosity, basically to radiate the skin and give it that to keep it, you know, I've got the dull winter skin going on. We're going to radiate it, make it, you know, appear luminous underneath the foundation. Just give it that twinge of radiance, but also covering my pores and protecting them from any foundation from sinking into any fine lines and wrinkles and any pores as well. So we're just going to put this on, and we are going to get it all over here. Even make sure you get under your, you know, your cheeks and your jawline, down on your neck. We get all that goodness going on. All right, so that is basically my skincare that I'm going to use today. And the primer, skincare and primer. All right, so while I'm waiting for that to kind of sink in, what I like to do, this is part of my makeup routine now, is our root touch up. Now, I've already done this earlier today before I left the house, so I'm gonna need to show you guys this again before I do my hair. But I'm getting a little bit gray here and here and here along the sides. So while my hair is pulled back and while I'm waiting for all of that to sink into my skin, I love just taking this and dabbing it into my hair to cover up the grays. This is in light brown, root touch up. It's a powder, and you just go like this and dab it into your hair. And it helps cover everything. And if you're like thinning, if you have real thin hair like me, and you have like a thin spot or whatever, it will help cover the scalp area to make it look darker there and not be as noticeable as far as having a thin spot right there. So this, of course, is not a permanent fix to your graying hair or anything that you're covering up. So this will wash out. And then you'll need to reapply it. So that's why I keep it right in here with all my makeup. When I'm doing my makeup in the mornings, I just like I said, while I'm waiting for this to sink in, I just dab that on my hair. Now typically I'll put my hair down at the end of my makeup. Sometimes I'll wear it up, but not very often. And then I take off and go. So I love how it covers all that up. It makes me feel better. To get all the grays covered up and everything. I'm not ready to go all natural gray head. I know that's popular right now, gray hair. The silver is very popular right now, but not for me yet. All right, so I've given that time. That has sinked in. Nothing, no, it all feels dry. So now we're gonna go on with our foundation. And today I have chosen the Ink Lasting Foundation, our liquid foundation. Now I might also touch this up with the Magic's wand when I'm done, but I'm going to use this at first and see what happens. This is in light medium, N30 light medium, and I do have my blending bud right here that is damp. I love how it has a pump on here. I can just pump a little bit right on here and not have to touch it if I don't want to. You can put this on with any application that you want. If you want to use a foundation brush, great. Whatever works the best for you. I know for myself, with a foundation brush, I feel like I get too much of the product on. I feel like I'm painting it on my face, and therefore I'm applying too much of the foundation. And with a blending bud or like a brush like this where I can stipple it, I can get a lighter coverage. I mean, it's full coverage but lighter, not as heavy. So I'm going to go ahead with this application here today, and we're just going to like move that around. A little bit goes a long way with this Ink Lasting foundation. I really love that, because you don't have to use as much product. It lasts a lot longer. Of course, we have the primer down as well, so that helps not use as much of the foundation. I am going to cover my lids to kind of give that base underneath my eyeshadow. Instead of an eye primer, I just put my foundation here. Now you can also use a concealer on that. I'm going to put a little bit more on the applicator here and do this side. But I love the coverage that this ink lasting foundation gives. Make sure to get down on the neck. Make sure all this is blended really good. You know, no lines under the chins here, ladies. I remember back in the 80s, being in high school, you would see the girls with the line, and you could really tell that, you know, she had her makeup on. We're not in the 80s anymore. So we try to look as natural as possible. But with the eyeshadows, anything goes nowadays. Used to, you'd have to stay in the same family of nudes and natural versus whether you're a natural skin tone or, you know, you're a medium, or if you're dark or whatever, you'd have to kind of stay in a certain family of eyeshadow shades. Now it's anything goes. You can mix and match anything, and you can make it look beautiful. Okay, so there is my foundation. Make sure I'm up into the hairline here, so there's no lines there as well. Look, I love that it makes me look like I am darker a little bit, but it gives me that even skin tone all the way across my face. It's very lightweight. I didn't put a lot on, but yet everything is covered. All right, so there's that. So now let's see. We are going to go in and play with some eyes right here, right now. I'm going to use some of the Monopop eyeshadow palette in the Mood Brown. We're going to do that before we do the Glimmershadow. So what I'm going to do is I am going to find my brush here that I like to use. This came out at Christmas time with Avon, and I'll show it to you here. I'm making sure it's clean is what I'm doing. I always carry, like, you know, the rags that you don't want from your bathroom, or the washcloths that you don't want, or one that gets like bleach on it. Look, this one got bleach on it. So this is now a makeup rag. Okay, so this right here, this brush that came out at Christmas, there was a set of 3 of them along with a pouch. I think I've got this one here, and I'll have to dig in my makeup brushes here. But I love this guy because it tapers on the end here. It gets, you know, more narrow right here, and it is great to get in the crease line. So we are going to start in this Mood Brown palette with this little peachy skin tone color right here. We're going to start with that for our transition shade. We're going to put this in the crease. Let me get my mirror. I got a mirror down here as well so that I can see what I'm doing instead of just looking into the camera. We're going to lay that down. I love using that shade as a transition shade. So soft, but yet it has a little bit of a hint of a peachy tone to it. It's a really light matte. I love that. And then we're going to do the other eye. Just laying the base down here. Right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with some browns today. So I am going to go ahead and touch into this darker brown right here. Same brush. And we're going to lay this on my outer corner. Like that. And we're lightly, and we're just going to like work it in. But we're not going to cover up all of that peachy goodness right there. We are going to, though, lay it right in there. Just like move it over to give that hint of a smoky eye going on. I love these browns and corals together. So much fun, and it looks so beautiful as well. And here soon, as soon as I get this done, we will use one of the glimmer shadows. So there's this in the corner, building up that corner, making it darker. Okay, we're going to have to blend this out though here in a minute. Okay, just really working that corner. And we can build that up and make it darker or whatever we want. Okay, I'm going to take a big fluffier brush and I'm going to like make sure this is blended at the top, really soft, soften that up. Just really working the top layer of that eyeshadow, making it really soft. All right, now I'm going to come in, I'm going to build that dark up a little bit more. I like mine really bold. If you don't like yours really bold, you wouldn't have to go this dark. You can come in really light with this. But I like mine really to stand out. And since I have hooded eyes, I bring this up higher right here. So that that shade really shows. All right, getting there. And then we come in over here and darken this side up. Building that corner. Okay, I need to blend, blend, blend. We need to blend that really good. I like taking my beauty blender and really coming down, cleaning this line right here. Just something I like to do, not necessarily something that you have to do, I don't think, but I'm going to come in with this angle brush. Let me show you right here. I'm going to come in with this little coral right here. I'm going to pop a little coral in there. Like right in here to like set this off into that brown, into that dark brown. Right there, just really set that off. The other side, just popping that coral right in there. Right at the top. Now we're going to soften it. Blend the two together, mesh them together, or marry them together. And then we're going to marry this side together, blend it, blend it, blend it. Okay. Notice I'm just like, you know, going right across. I'm going real light. I'm holding the brush to the tip here. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, but just enough to like move it and blend it. So we're doing that. Okay. Now let's put some of this Glimmershadow in here and see what happens. And then I'm going to probably come back and finish up with some of these shades. So I am going to pop the lid with, I was debating on whether this one or this one, but I'm going to use this one. This is the Diamond Dust. This will be available in Campaign 7, which is launching March the 3rd on my website. So we're going to pop that lid. Watch this. Look how pretty that is. Okay, I'm going halfway over to that dark area and kind of like raising up and not making it as dark over there. And we can come back in and build that again right there. Look at that. Now what I like to do is when you put the glimmer shadows on, they're real creamy and soft when you first put them on, but when they dry, they don't budge. So to blend this, you need to blend it while it's wet. And what I like to do is come in with a really flat brush like this and go into my crease and really work that in there so that it's not like all messy where I touched, and just like blend that out. And it just gives that sparkly goodness right there. All right. We're going to do some on the other side. Now I'm going to I think I'm going to like really build that up. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit while I'm over here working this side and laying this side down. All right, look how pretty that is. But I want it like bold. I love really, really bold. So now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to like put another layer. Now this is beautiful. I'm going to say this is beautiful. See if I can hold it down. That's real pretty. So you could leave it like that, put your eyeliner on, your mascara, and make sure everything's blended, and you could be all set to go. But I just want it to really show off here and to really be bold. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to lay another layer down and see, look how much more noticeable that is. It's like really noticeable, which is what I wanted. And again, I'm taking this flat brush, coming in with the crease, blending it out. I'm going to take this over here and put another layer on. So pretty. I love these glimmer shadows. I love a really bold, glimmery look. I think that's why I love the Dream and Color palette so much, is because of those shimmers are really ba-boom, you know, kind of look. Now I'm going to come in with this angle brush, wiping it off, and then I'm going to come back in with the dark shade here and retouch up over there on the corners. Make sure everything is blended into that silver, and even coming on top of it right there on the corner. Just really, oh, I dropped my brush. Hold on. Now I gotta clean it. Okay, now let's start again. Okay, really blending this. And coming to the top right there. Just softly blending that. Closing my eye because I want to see where this lies with my hooded eye right there. Okay. 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 Now, I am going to blend that to make it softer, not take it away, but just make it softer. Okay, I want a shade under my lower lashes, so I'm going to come in with this liner brush that was included in that other set that I just showed you. And we are going to come in and we're going to pop some of this, this shade right here, down there. So we got it on the edge of the liner there, this liner brush, and we're going to pop this underneath the lashes here. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm going to marry this up into here, make sure it's really blended up into there. Look at that versus that with no color underneath. Kind of just really darkens that up and really pulls that out. Gonna go over here and we are going to do the same, maybe, if I can get the right angle here. Just putting a pop of color right there. Bringing it out to the corner here and then blending it in. So this is a pretty dark look that I'm doing here. Again, if you don't like dark, if you don't like bold, I pick up my rag here. Sorry. Again, you don't have to do this. You could come in with the really light transition shade, and then you can just like use those really light colors, and then you could put the silver on top or whatever, and it would look just as pretty. Okay, we are going to need to put something underneath my brows. So we are going to use, we're going to use this little shimmer right here for underneath the brow to kind of set that off. And then over here, look how pretty that is. Now make sure those are blending to each other. All right. It's coming together, it's coming together. All right, so now we are going to take some liner and then some mascara. We're going to see where we're at, what we need to do, what do we need to soften up, what do we need to change. Softening this up a little bit right here. Try to make things look the same on both sides. All right, I'm coming in with the Mega Effects liner in black. I love it. It's a felt tip liner. And I'm coming in really close to the lashes at first. Really filling that in because it helps your lashes look fuller. even without mascara. Okay, now I'm going to start lining it. Just really, and I like to, without tugging, hold my hand here and just kind of give it a stability right there. Really working into those lashes. There. Look. Black liner, no black liner. Look at the difference. I love liner. It's the one thing I could probably, you know that you usually see posts or comments like, what's the one thing you wouldn't leave your house without, or something like that. One makeup item that you have to have before you leave your house. You'd never leave your house without this makeup item. Well, mine would probably be liner. Because if I didn't have any pop of color on my lids or anything, at least I could throw liner down and still have something on my eyes. All right, yay! Now I'm going to pop a little bit down underneath. I could let that go. That, you know, there is the one trend or look where you have the liner just on top, nothing on bottom. So this would be perfectly fine, and then throw your lashes on. I think I am going to, what am I going to do? I don't know. Let's throw some down there. Just a little bit. Hopefully you can see everything here. Just a pop of color makes it darker, doesn't it? Just pop this color in there. All right, so now let's put some lashes on. Love at First Lash mascara, my favorite. It's a fiber mascara, but never, ever, ever have I seen the fibers. And I do wear contacts, and never has it ever bothered my contacts. But those fibers grab a hold of your current lashes and really helps give length and volume without clumping and all that goodness. Look at the, I hope that you can see those lashes. And then we're going to come over here and do this side. I tell you, I don't think my camera is doing justice on the glitter on that Glimmershadow. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Okay. Now we're just lightly going to coat these, lightly. Lightly coat these. Yay. Now, let's pop some color on my cheeks, and then we'll do the Glimmerkiss. All right. I am going to come in with this Cushion blush today in pink. Or is it rose? Pink. It's in pink. But it's the Cushion one. It's so cute. Look at this baby applicator. You put fingers in here like this. Pop the lid open. And then your cushion is right in there. Just push down on the cushion. And then pop some pink right here. It's really subtle at first, I think. And then you can build it or make your cheeks as pink as you want. There you go. All right. Now let's do some lips. Yay! Which lipstick am I going to use? We have the Glimmerkiss. We got 3 of them. We've got, here, let me tip them this way. We've got these 3 that I can do. I think I'm gonna like do the pink, and then this kind of looks like a frost when you put it on. I'm gonna dab that on just a little tiny bit. So let's put this one on. This one is, let me get its name for you, because Avon stamps it on the bottom to where I can't even read it. So this one here is Violet Sapphire. And then we're going to take Sand Coral and use it like an ombre kind of thing. So here we go with this. This is what the doe foot looks like. I love that because it grabs just enough product right there. I love it. Now what I like to do is I like to take it this way to do the outline of my lips. Like so. Well, I'll fix that corner right there. And then we're going to outline here. Okay, now I'm going to flip it around and use that doe foot to really fill in. Look how beautiful that is. So, so beautiful. Okay, let me fix it really quick before it dries. Okay. Let me use the applicator right there and right there where I touched. Look at those lips. So pretty. So, so pretty. Guess what? We're going to not stop there. We're taking this Sand Coral. Is that this name? I'm just now learning the name. Sand Opal. Sand Opal. We're just taking a little bit of this, a little bit on our finger, just a baby amount, and popping it right in here. Just a baby amount to give that ombre look. It's already drying. I can tell it's not as creamy when you rub your lips together. When that's down, it's down. It will not go anywhere until you decide to take it off at night. All right. Okay, I always take my hair down because I feel like my makeup looks a lot better with my hair down. I don't know, the cheeks need to darken up some. Let's darken the cheeks up some. Let's darken them up some. Let me find my magic wand. I always like my cheeks darker. Let me see. This is the magic wand in Cognac. See how dark that is? I know I laid that blush down, but let's like darken this up a little bit. And let's blend that. that's getting better. Let's slap them cheeks around. But it looks better, it looks better, it looks better with a little bit of... I'm just so used, that's how I wear my makeup. That's why I'm used to that. This doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. When you draw that on there, it's the blending part. Pop that collar up there. And guess what? Let's carve out this chin. No more double chins or nothing. We're going to create an illusion effect of this being darker right here. So it will look better. There we go, a little bit better. All right, now let's take the hair down and see what we got. Now I could wear my hair up. I just like my hair down. I just like it down. I'm not a hair up kind of girl, but I mean, I do wear my hair up, but just not very much. All right, so there is my hair down, which, you know, it's kind of like crazy in itself, but it's down. All right, here is the look. What do you think? What do you think about the Glimmershadow I used in the Glimmerkiss? I love them. I love it. I love that Glimmerkiss, the Glimmershadow. I love all of them. I've played with the purple. I've played with each one of them. Where did I throw him? Where's the silver? Here he is. Here he is. So I love this as well. Let me close my eyes so that you can see what it looks like. So let me know what you think of this. What do you think of these colors? Did it work good with the Monopop Mood Brown, do you think? Give me your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Just say hey, if anything else. If you don't want to leave a comment about the makeup, let me know where you're tuning in from. I love seeing where all my videos travel to. And let's connect and let's say hi. Thanks for watching, by the way. If you've watched this far, you've watched it all. So thank you for sticking with me. Please like and subscribe. Share to a girlfriend. Let's get some girlfriends in here. Let's do some makeup together. I'll be coming with more makeup applications. I plan on doing a lot more videos. We do have a brand new foundation coming, Campaign 8, and concealers, a concealer with many colors. So I am excited to do that with you guys and to show the difference between that and our current foundations and all that. So tune in for that, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for tuning in.